What's up, Fire fam? My name's Kiahonfire and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Today we got another Testlive update. This is an update from 2.5, but this is going to be 2.5C. Now, we had another update a little less than a month ago, about 3 weeks ago now, and that's when we were brought 2.5. To refresh your memory, 2.5 was the update they introduced that introduces small animal pens. You have your sheathed weapons displayed, so you have your shield and your axes or swords on your back and all of that good stuff, and your daggers on your side. And there was a bunch of changes and balances, particularly with the katana, the great axes, claw weapons, and I remember the hammer was introduced in this one, but I think they reduced or they reverted the changes with that. I will double check with that, but they have changed a bunch in this patch, and this is like the polish to it as such. Now, 2.5C is not an awfully big patch, however there were some things in here that caught my eye, hence why I'm making this video today. And we'll go for a few like basic things first, and then we get into the juicy bits. So they're actually getting Zaf to come to Sipta. The religious teaching item for Zaf will now drop during surges from T3 and T4 Zaf priests on the Isle of Sipta. However, they haven't really noted which surge it comes out of. I'm assuming all of them without testing it so far, but I will have a look at that further. And they've also added a banner teacher. And then they've added a bunch of other little fixes. This one I noticed, which was really important. Server restart should no longer destroy previously stable building pieces. Now, this is an issue I did have on my server last season, and I would put the roofing in and it'd be absolutely fine, and then you log in the next day and the roof has just teared itself apart. And it's a very irritating bug because your buildings that shouldn't destroy themselves because they're stable enough go ahead and destroy like parts of themselves, like the roof or anything that was like on red or anything like that. That is fine to stay there, but the game was deleting them, so thank goodness they fixed that one because that's very annoying. They've done a bunch of crafting fixes to do with the previous 2.5 where we don't really need to go into that one too much. And then we got our combat fixes, one of them being increased reach of the first heavy attack, the new claws. So it goes a little bit further now with your heavy attack on that one, which is very nice. And then they completed the retiming pass of the new katana attacks, which I'll be showing you as well in this video. I'll be showing you a little bit more about the katana because they actually did change a lot more about it with this one. And they added a new finisher for the heavy chain. So that's good. And then they also changed the katana's sprint attack to a quicker strike. That should be easy to use without flying past your target. And I must say, it does feel good using this katana attack. Like, I before was very skeptical about the new katana animations and stuff like that, but I'm actually, you know what? I actually really enjoy them right now. Especially with these new changes coming in with them. They do feel pretty good in comparison to the old ones. And I'm going to put like a comparison together of the, if you didn't see my last video, a comparison of the new katana versus how the old katana worked. And it's so much better. It's much stabler and so much easier to use in comparison to the other one, where the other one was very, you know, flaily about. And I am interested in how it's going to work with the damage, because there is some damage things you could do with the katana that gives you a lot of damage out of it. So I'm interested to see how that will go into this one, if it carries over or not, but we will see. Another thing I noticed that really caught my eye was improved thrall pathing. Thralls should no longer get stuck on objects around the map as easily. This one is a huge one. If they got it right, and that's what I think it is, that's going to be really, really good. Thralls do get stuck on things. There was a little bug a while ago where thralls would get stuck on like kind of like nothing, and they'd just stand there and do nothing. It'd be very unresponsive. So I'm wondering if it's going to help with that as well, or thralls just getting stuck on rocks and having to go all the way around, or what's going to happen. We'll have a little look at that. Another interesting one is thralls are now able to retrieve shield from the inventory and use fists as a shield combination during combat. Now, I am wondering about this one. They did say they fixed this a while ago, but it didn't fix, if you get me, because it still exists in the game. There's a problem that the thralls get. I'm hoping maybe this will help with it, where they will just bring up their shield and they just stand there bugged out with it and go around in circles and they won't move. They just hold their shield up and they will not move in the slightest. They did have an attempt at fixing this in the past, because I did read something about it last time. Probably not in 2.5 patch, but I think it was 2.4 if I remember right. Currently, how it is in the game, you don't really want to give a Thrall a shield because they just get stuck, you know. And you can have a thing where your Thrall gets stuck in one location, and he won't follow you anymore because he's just stuck with his shield up in the air. It's ridiculous. So I would not be using a shield on my Thrall until that is fully fixed. But hopefully this does help with it. I'll give it a go in game and see the difference with it, if he can fight with the shield and the fists in that kind of combination. I don't know why you would want shields and fists, but I guess if his weapon broke or something, I don't know. But that doesn't happen because Thralls don't lose durability, so maybe they just want a defender. I don't know. But we'll see how that goes and see if he gets stuck as well. It's not always easy to replicate it, but it does happen a lot. Alright, I brought you a pile of people. See how you go? He is using his shield and his fist, and he's got it out of his inventory. So that does work now. I am very intrigued if he hold it up without doing anything. We'll see. I usually do give them a mace to do this. We'll see. Hopefully he won't die either. You'll be alright, Oyvind. You'll be alright. I did notice something though. I can see the HP of these guys, but I cannot see the HP of my own Thrall right now. And that could be a little bit of an issue. That's something that's really, really nice to see. Oh no, it does say, show how far he is on Thralls. Oh. Yeah, I can't see his HP. Maybe that's a bug or something. I can see everybody else's, but his. Even though I have it ticked. So let me give you a bit of a hand here, buddy. Alright, so let's get him a gate. Admittedly, myself, I never really felt I had issues with them going through gates before. But I'm gonna try it either way. And hopefully he comes through with me. Got some stairs on there just in case. Alright, Oyvind. Follow me through the gate. You can do it. Yeah, he's going through the gate just fine. But yeah, I don't remember them having issues with gates before. But if that was an issue, then that's pretty good being fixed anyway. Alright, and then we need obstacles that you get stuck on. Now, usually it's not like the problem is rocks. I found like the problem is NPC camps, usually. They do get stuck on. Let me see there. I'm gonna go around the rocks. It's gonna be really annoying. Or Oyvind. He's gonna get really annoyed at me. Now, why are you going through so many rocks, Mum? Why are you doing this to me? Doing pretty well to halfway his way around though. We need to try something a little bit more tricky though for him to go around. And then I'll be a little bit more satisfied with seeing how he acts around these areas. Alright, so this guy's probably going to annoy a bunch of people while we're here, but it's the best kind of area I could think about. Apparently he's decided to attract a bunch of people while he's at it. You should totally be fine with all of this though. Might be more of a chance to have a look at his shield as well. And see if he does this little shield thingy. At the moment he's protected himself pretty well. Give him a little bit of a slappy slap. Alright, buddy. You get rid of those. So we can continue with making you do the obstacle course we have here. Alright, so it should be pretty good if we go around like all the ups and downs of this area. I can see that being very confusing for a Thrall as such to go through. Or even weird pathing like that. He did teleport a little bit there. And he's going to engage the archer, so that's perfectly fine. I'm going to go see if I can get him a little bit more stuck on things. He is... I don't know, where did he go? Oh, he teleported behind me. Oh, I suppose that's pretty helpful. Alright, he's being pretty dumb right now. Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alive? Come on, buddy. Oh, I think I might have broken him by doing whatever I did. And he pinged back to me. Let's see if slicing will wake him back up again. Oh yeah, it did. So he's still getting stuck. It's not so much on obstacles, but he's getting a bit brain dead right there. Oh, we're live. Poor brain dead Oyvind. Apart from that, there's a bunch of kind of minor fixes in here that are not really worth going over particularly. You're welcome to, in the description down below, have a further read into this. But they're minor bug fixes, and we did have some environment changes and fixes up in there. One thing I did notice was animation of the bow's light attack will no longer reset and miss any frames if the next attack is executed a moment after releasing the arrow. So we'll see how that works as well while we're at it. And then we have the special attack for the katana now has an appropriate VFX. So that's nice. And I did notice as well, bases no longer can be built in the space between the gate of the moon and the rocks. So if you do have your base there already, I don't know if it will destroy it or not by the time the update comes through, but you may want to move it just in case you do have a base there. Anyway, that's pretty much 2.5C. I hope this helped you get up to date with the Conan Exiles news. But apart from that, thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!